This call is being
Hey,
recorded.
welcome to the artwork of CP2 public service announcements. You guys, for those of you that are listening to this today, and today is November 7th, it's Daylight Savings Time. Of course, where am I? In the land of no daylight savings time. We don't do, just to remind you guys, I'm now on Pacific time until June, until March, until you guys spring forward, and all that good stuff. Um, I'm on Pacific time, which means I am 2 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah, basically, I'm on Pacific time, while the rest of you guys on daylight savings time. I used to be on daylight savings time up until March of this year, and then it turned to no daylight savings time. And so that is public announcement number one. Public announcement number two is welcome back, number one. And the reason why I say that is because Danielle and I took a month hiatus while Danielle was having surgery and recovering. So welcome back. And number three, we have a new, yeah,
You.
new, number three, we have a new logo, you guys. We have a new logo, and yeah, so that is always great that we have a new logo. So if you guys see the color change in your podcasting app, yeah, that's still the artwork of CP. It's now just pink. It's now just pink with a pair of headphones, a laptop, and a cell phone, and it looks like a teapot. And uh, teapot, a coffee cup. That's what I meant to say, not the actual teapot. I wish. I, you guys being in daylight savings time is throwing me off completely. And so I today Danielle and well, I am going to talk about um being gay with cerebral palsy, because for those of you who are new, I am gay, and we'll get into that story in a minute. And you guys only know half the story. Only one person on this whole entire planet knows the whole story of why I became gay, and Danielle doesn't even know it, and she knows me like she can read me like a book. So therefore, only one person knows why I became gay, how I became gay. You guys know the 2006 part, but yeah. So we're going to basically get into that. No, I've been asked this several times now over several years, actually. No, Danielle, it is not my partner. Not doing that end. We're doing the best friend end, but we're not doing the relationship end. And no, 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 no. And when I work with people at Ability 360, which Ability 360 is in Arizona, I am slowly but surely working with them, doing volunteering stuff. I am slowly but surely trying to figure out how to do my own thing, because during this month, hiatus. I tried, which I'm still trying to look for jobs, but Arizona Vocational Rehab has literally said to my face over the phone, they d- they said we don't know where to put you because you are so high functioning, which I'm like, well, and the reason why I'm upset about it because it's been heavy on my heart since they told me that. And here I am thinking, and I know they won't necessarily pay for my degree and they won't necessarily pay for my degree, let alone find me a job. But yet they still want to make me a plan because I'm in the system. Um, but yet when I was talking to my financial advisor only last week, he goes, "Well, you like everyone else need to be fulfilled. You don't need a job that doesn't fulfill you, and it's gonna be easier if you just do your own thing and carry on." Because quite frankly, the amount of phone calls lately, I've been getting more help people asking me to do things on their behalf. It's astonishing. It's astonishing because um, here I thought in COVID I was going to be twiddling my thumbs. Here I thought in the well, in the lockdown of COVID, I thought I was going to be twiddling my thumbs. Now, vocational rehab doesn't know that I'm gay and doesn't know that I they know that I'm disabled. They know that I'm looking for jobs, but they don't know that I'm gay, and they won't probably know that I'm gay unless they ask me. I am up. I am up front on all job applications. Um, I've always been up front that I had a disability. I have always been up front on all job applications that I had a disability. Now, I will be up front when they ask me, and believe it or not, I had two job interviews, both in the financial sector, and I turned both jobs down because math is not my strong point. I admit that. But if any any job um, interview comes across my way in communications and media and journalism, I will take it. And if they ask me, "Are you LGBTQ?" Um, I will say yes. I will say yes because that's the way I roll. I roll as if I, well, one, I need the help. Two, two, I need the aspects of them supporting me. And by the way, just on a side note, I finally secured my house in Arizona. Yes, it's mine. It's mine. I'm not sitting in a rental unit anymore, which is all exciting and all good. But yeah, so that's mine. But I think it's really, really hard because the just I'm going to be blunt with you guys. It's really, really hard having a disability and being gay. It's being gay is not the hard part. The gays have as a difficult time, or maybe even more so, with the job hunt and the being discriminated against and being not being able to stick up from the, for themselves. But they at least have a voice. And I, even though I am gay, I sit on the outside of the gay community. I don't, I will not stick my head until I'm a little bit more comfortable in Phoenix, which will be probably in 2022, which is only in January. I will not stick my head in gay pride until I am a little bit more comfortable in Phoenix, and yeah, that won't be happening until 2022 because um, yeah, because it is not happening, and you would think that being gay and disabled is a good thing. Well, it's not because I not only have the discrimination against my disability, and I have, if I admit to a job that I am gay, my biggest fear is that they'll discriminate against me big time because they either have a bias against gays or they don't know what I'm truly about. And the I won't say the problem. I have a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous lifestyle. But the only hitch is, and now it might be changed, I don't know. The only hitch is there is no one in my housing complex with cerebral palsy or who's gay. But I'm more concerned about the cerebral palsy part than I am the gay part because that will come along naturally, and that will come along as soon as it can. And I won't be sticking my head in gay pride until until 2022 because I need to get a little bit more adjusted to and all it has to offer. I mean, now that I'm established in Arizona, um, physically we just need to get some of the paperwork, some of the paperwork down here, but we're working on it. And so until I get all my ducks in a row, um, I won't be doing gay pride until 2022 because I don't want I yeah, that is a huge risk. I don't mind taking risks. I mean, my God, I took a risk on moving to a new state by myself in a pandemic. I do not mind taking risks. I do not mind doing all that, but I do mind sticking my head into a huge rainbow flag slash rainbow fishbowl that doesn't necessarily accept disabilities. They accept the gay part, but they may not accept the disability. And because I want someone that really loves cerebral palsy too, along with me, that is going to be hard. And I don't want a woman who is needy, who needs me to take care of her because I'm a strong, independent woman. I mean, I bought this house with help, and I am doing things on my own with a little bit of help, for the exception of dressing myself, driving, and cooking. For the exception of dressing myself, driving, and cooking, that is that's what I said. So, therefore, I need someone eventually that will love me for me and not think that cerebral palsy is a heck of a lot of work. Now, I know there's dating sites, I know there's all that stuff, and yes, I um, yes, I tried the dating site after my mom died, and yes, I was gay, but I was looking for a gay person on that dating site, and it looked out the other way. It One of my now business partners found me on that dating site, and it looked out the other way. I wasn't looking for uh I wasn't looking for a guy on that dating site. I was looking for a woman on that dating site. And we were going to have a long distance relationship um, based off that dating site. And we were going to have my whole vision was we were going to have a long term relationship, a long distance and a long term relationship right after my mom died. But unfortunately, it backfired on me. And when my boyfriend turned into my business partner, I'm like, yeah, okay, that's going to work. When he found out I was gay, he was shocked, and I still talk to him. We're not in cahoots or anything. We're actually really good friends, and we tried, but unfortunately, that dating site backfired on me, and that dating site is no longer in existence. So I'm going to try again in person if in 2022. If worse comes to worse, I will go back on Tinder and Match.com or maybe Tinder and just see what I can find. Or I may remain single because having a partner or having a roommate is a huge responsibility. I mean, respecting schedules is a huge responsibility, and I have no room right now for a partner that will love me and support me. Eventually, I want one, but I will have to play my cards right and just um, do it that way and just see what lands up. And so, because the gays have a voice and some of the disabled do not, um, it will be interesting how a normal able bodied gay person treats me because of my disability. And so hopefully she loves me for me. And that is my biggest wish. And I know if things get really scary, which it could, um, I know what to do now. I have learned since my own sexual assault, how to protect my body, and how to call for help if I needed, because I was so bloody stunned that my aunt would do this, um, that I didn't know to call for help, and no one told me that you can call for help and to get off my property. Everyone thought that everyone thought, oh man, why did this happen? Well, when you're sexually assaulted and emotionally and physically abused or raped for that matter, you need to have self-control and self um, defense mechanism. I was so weak after my father died that I didn't have the self um, control or self. I knew exactly what was going on. I partially blacked it out because I didn't want to think about what she was doing to me. And so, but I knew exactly what was going on. And I was so emotionally weak from dealing with my dad's death, dealing with the house, dealing with everything that I now looking back on it, I could have called the cops and I could have said I'm being emotionally and physically abused, help me, and they would have been over in 2 seconds flat. But I was so emotionally weak that um, I couldn't. So if things, getting back to my point, if things got really scary with a partner, I know who to call, who's there for me, and I know to call the non-emergency or maybe emergency number at the Maricopa County Sheriff's because they, if you or I pretty much know I can find adult protective services in Arizona too. And so I have gained my wisdom after losing my identity as a woman. And so that is why I'm also very leery about sticking my head into a rainbow flag or rainbow fishbowl because gay pride in Phoenix, Arizona. And here's an interesting fact. Phoenix, Arizona is the sixth largest city in the country. And so gays will be gays will gather, gays will have the gay pride in June and on November. But I that's why I'm a little bit leery about finding myself a partner because I'm leery that they won't love me. And I'm leery that they will do what they please with me. And I don't want that. And so what ends up happening to me is that I feel that a higher power or God, whatever you want, higher power graced me with Phoenix, Arizona. He graced me with a beautiful condo. Um, and he will help me out. He helped me out the first time with the sexual assault. I was able to tell a counselor what happened, but he will grace me with the higher powers of finding a partner if it does. If it doesn't work, great. If it works, great. But I want a partner that loves me and isn't looking for me to take care of them because barely, I can now take care of myself, but I don't want to have someone begging me to take care of them. No, I'm not the type of woman. I'm a strong, independent woman, and you guys know that by now. And so I became gay when I was 6 years old, and a person in my life who like remained behind the scenes, what asked me, um, what asked me why, and I told her because I always had, and kids will be kids. The kids will always say, always like you. But I knew this instinctively that I wasn't playing around when I said boys are icky. And my my mom my mom realized that it happened to the point. No, I didn't even tell my mom what ended up happening because I we were so concerned about CP aspects more than we were concerned about me being gay. And so both my parents didn't even know that I was gay until, yeah, too much. I have too much stuff going on, you guys. My both my biological parents didn't even realize that I was gay until no, they never realized that I didn't come out of the closet until my father died because number one, he hated the gays, and I didn't want um, him to know that I was gay, and I didn't want anything to happen there. So it, my main point is I became gay when I was 6. I also figured out that I had cerebral palsy too. So therefore, that we, my biological parents, were trying to figure out the cerebral palsy aspect. I didn't want to add my man gay on top of it, or but if it works and if it works in my favor that I can find a loving partner that really likes me, great. If it doesn't work, that's great too because as I said, I'm a strong independent woman enough so that I can do it on my own. But I I am I am a voice for you guys and more for you guys, the gays. Um, and more voice for the disabled. And with that, because it's, as I said, Arizona does not do daylight saving time. And I don't think people realize that I don't do daylight saving time anymore, but they do. So it's interesting. So, with that being said, I'm going to let Danielle lead us out, and then we're going to call this episode good.
Yeah, you so so yeah,
And what she said, you guys, what she said as my phone goes nuts. As my phone literally goes nuts, and that's the way we roll. And I'm going to fix it. And so we'll catch you guys next week. Next week will be another whirlwind episode here because I actually have a health update for you guys, and we'll discuss that next week. But here we go. Welcome to Mr. Toad's Wild Ride again, and it's going to be a wild ride, and it's going to be a wild ride, and it's going to be a interesting wild ride, as I said. And so what's happening now is hang on and get ready for interesting wild ride. And we love you guys, and we will catch you guys next week. Bye, you guys.
Bye.